Okay, so she just admitted it live outside the Capitol steps in an interview, and she like starts shaking and she loses it. She completely loses it. She just admitted that the reason why the Democrats are holding out and the government is about to go into a shutdown as I speak, which means so many poor, FEMA workers, military, all sorts of hardworking Americans don't get their paychecks because these cretins, the hypocrites, which she just admitted on the air, I don't even know if she was aware of it because her cognizance level is very suspect. Sometimes she makes Biden look like Einstein. She's so out of it. But she just admitted that the reason the hypocrites are holding out is because they're not getting funding for their voter base, the illegals. And so watch this video right here and then come on back. I'm going to share with you something that JD Vance shared, what is so poignant, a video of old school Chuck Schumer and then Elon Musk confirming what you and I have been talking about, confirming what I just said in my last video about why the hypocrites are so hell-bent on defending criminals and neglecting regular American citizens. But first, watch Klingon Waters in action. Check this out.
Democrats want to prioritize the health care of illegal aliens over a government shutdown because if the government does shut down, American
Excuse me,
furloughed.
Stop it right there. We're not prioritizing. What we're doing is saying simply we want to keep the government open and we want to work with the Republicans and have a bipartisan agreement to keep this government open, and health care is at the top of our agenda.
But aren't Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
That's right. Democrats are demanding health care for everybody. We want to save lives. We want to make sure that health care is available to those who would die, but having the help of their government.
So you're good with the government shutdown, even if it means giving health care to people who aren't American citizens?
Well, that's what you're pushing on. What you're trying to do is you're standing here and you're trying to make me say that somehow we're going to put non-citizens over Americans. Quit it. Stop it. This is the kind of journalism we don't need.
No, I'm just
you're
asking
divisive.
questions.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no,
you're being divisive. No, please.
I'm
You don't need to ask that question. You're just trying to get controversy here. You're not going to get it from me. We want to save health care for all people. Thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Appreciate it.
That is exactly the kind of journalism that we don't need. The kind of journalism that tells the truth and exposes our game and exposes our corruption and exposes our vindictive, evil, demonic ways. We don't need that kind of journalism. We need the kind of journalism like MSNBC and CNN that lies continuously, that tells everybody, the whole world, that Biden's shop is attacked, that tells everybody that the border is closed. That's the kind of journalism we need. It is just so preposterous. This poor reporter just asking, what I really irks me, maybe even more than anything, is seeing these hypocrites. I've noticed a little pattern here, haven't you? Every time you confront them. By the way, hypocrites, if any of you mooks are watching, you're public servants. You work for us. You're supposed to ask us questions. I've done multiple videos on this channel of Democrats just losing it, absolutely becoming unhinged, rabid maniacs when you just present them with a simple, hey, can I ask you a question since you're a public servant and you work for me? I just want to ask you a question about this. Why do you guys get so upset? I got videos of Ratty Raskin losing it, becoming foaming at the mouth. I've got a video of Crockett physically attacking a an independent journalist, just simply asking a simple question. And now this, it's like she's shaking. You'd almost see there was a little bit of she got in her physical space and there was nothing that reporter did to incite that kind of reaction. A very simple question. It's absolutely true. It obviously struck a nerve, just like the video that Trump posted that I did in my last video. It has the entire Democrats just in a total, absolute meltdown, it caused such a kerfuffle. Saying that all they do is want to fund illegals, which is actually true. It's actually true. It is the truth. I said this in the last video, but man, you guys have so much therapy that you need to seek. You need a lot of serious help. Don't ever forget this. You work for us. Public service. I know that comes as a big shock. I know that hurts your narcissism and your look down your nose elitist values and principles, but it's the truth. You work for us. So when somebody asks a simple question, stop melting down, foaming at the mouth, and acting like rabid dogs, okay? But I want to share this with you. I can't wait to get your thoughts on that. She literally just admitted it. But I want to share this with you. Check out what J.D. Vance posted, which is congruent with everything that I've been saying about why the Democrats, why the hypocrites are fighting tooth and nail for criminal illegal aliens, why they're vilifying ICE agents, demonizing law enforcement officials, calling them Gestapo, calling them Nazis, saying they're sweeping brown and black people off the streets, these scary guys in masks, when they're just doing their job, just carrying out the will of the American people. I want to share this post by J.D. Vance, and then I have something that Elon Musk shared. Check this out. So J.D. Vance shared this on X today. Chuck Schumer, I did a video on J.D. Vance too, him calling out and torching the Democrats for their duplicitousness. Chuck Schumer once recognized that it was disastrous to give illegal aliens rewards for breaking the law. Now he wants to shut down the government unless we reward illegal aliens for breaking the law. And the video that he's referring to is a 1996 video where Chuck Schumer rails against illegals getting taxpayer-funded benefits because it incentivizes more illegal immigration. Much like the video I shared in the last video of Bill Clinton in 1995, literally saying verbatim everything Trump, everything Tom Homan, everything that ICE and Border Patrol has been saying for the past 9 months that we've had control of our great, beautiful country again. I'm going to share this video right here. Watch this video of Chuck Schumer. I mean, it is a direct 180, complete opposite of what he's saying today. Check out this video and then come on back. I got one more thing to share.
This is an anti-fraud amendment. Over where we go, people say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants or others from coming here? And the number one answer we give our constituents is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud. And here, the gentleman from Florida has put together the most effective anti-fraud measure we can find without it changing the actions of the government one bit. And we find all this opposition. Ladies and gentlemen of this chamber, what I worry about is that this bill, which started out with good intentions, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, is going to end up being the same kind of thing that the public gets angry with us on. We say we're doing something, and we do nothing. Because every time someone makes a rational and small proposal to get something done, people say, well, what about this hypothetical, that hypothetical, etc. I urge support of this amendment. If you believe you want to stop fraud in immigration, you have no choice but to support this amendment.
Gentlemen. Well, what happened, Chuck? What changed? Why all of a sudden are you for open borders? Why all of a sudden did you, Biden, Kamala, Obama, who's the original divider in chief, why did you guys allow unfettered, unscreened red carpet access to our country to anybody and anyone, whether they have a criminal record, which we don't know because you didn't track them, or they are terrorists, or they are this or that, drug dealers, gangsters, what have you? Why? What changed? Well, I said it in the last video. What changed is they can no longer win elections from actual American citizens. So, because their fear of actually having to compete in the free market, free enterprise system, because they know they would fail abysmally because they have no skills, no qualifications. You think Ghetto Crockett could make it in the free market? Woo, woo, not even close. So why? They import. Their answer, their solution? Let's import our voters. Let's open the border. Let's make sure we can't track them. Let's just give them complete open access. We'll roll out the red carpet, let anybody in under one condition. They have to vote Democrat, and we'll give them radical amnesty, and we'll give them accelerated citizenship. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're reading what Elon Musk just said right here too, but don't forget this, ladies and gentlemen. In the 2024 election, Kamala Harris did not win one single state that required voter ID. Not one single state. That should tell you everything. Why they oppose voter ID, which makes no sense. You need an ID to get on a plane. You need an ID to rent a hotel room. You need an ID for millions of other things. To go buy cigarettes, you need an ID. But no, for one of the most important civil liberties and beautiful freedoms that this country affords, they don't want you to have an ID. It's preposterous. They actually demean their voter base by saying that a lot of African Americans, it's too tough for them to get an ID to show for what? It's what? You're I mean, it's an insult. They hate you. They abhor you. When are you going to wake up, America? So Elon Musk just confirmed. He just posted this in response to that video I just shared that JD Vance posted. Once Chuck realized that importing voters was a surefire way for Dems to win elections and create a permanent one-party state in America, just like what happened in California and New York, he became very much in favor of bribing illegals to come to America. Now, doesn't that sound familiar, Nez Nation? Isn't that what we've been saying for how long? Doesn't take a genius. You don't need a PhD. You don't need to even really study and research. You just need to exercise your critical thinking. Aristotle's principles of rhetoric, which I've taught at the university. Ethos, pathos, logos, audience, purpose, and message. Who are the people that they're trying to reach? Why are they fighting? Okay, just critical thinking. That's it. You don't have to buy anything that Fox says, MSNBC, nobody, even me. Don't even listen to me. Just think for yourself. Why would they fight and vilify and demonize law enforcement officials who all they're simply doing is carrying out their orders? All you have to do is think. This is what Walt Whitman, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Thomas Jefferson, our forefathers, our forebears to this the greatest country that man has ever known. This is what they instilled in the fabric of our Constitution, the founding principles and values of this beautiful republic. Self-reliance, critical thinking. It's not supernatural. It's very simple. This shutdown is on the Democrats. This is the Schumer shutdown. Everything they touch turns to beep, period. Everything they touch. Because they know they'll never win another election again unless they get more of these criminal, illegal aliens and they fight tooth and nail for them. When is it going to stop, America? When is it going to stop? I can't wait to hear from you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. By the way, Schumer's office, the Democrats, Hakeem, the White House, Caroline Levitt, they all watch this show. Let them know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Tap the thumbs up if you love America. My mission here on this channel, as most of you know already, is to make common sense go viral. We have maybe even 48 to 49% of our population completely polluted, mush for brains, because they think that Lawrence O'Donnell and Rachel Maddow, and they think that Caitlin Collins from CNN, they think that they're actually telling the truth. Not Don Lemon, he's a mook, but they actually think that they're telling the truth. I need you to make this video go viral. Comment, share with everybody. Tap the thumbs up. I can't wait to hear from you. Don't forget to check out these videos right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a thing. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.